Hi there, my name is Cynthia Veronica, and today I want to talk to you about a condition called melasma. If you are pregnant or are thinking about getting pregnant, there is something to consider that no one will tell you about. It's sun damage to your skin, and it's called Chloasma. When you're pregnant, it's actually called melasma. Now, I have never heard of Chloasma or melasma until after I became pregnant. So I read a lot of pregnancy books while I was pregnant with my first child, and this was only mentioned in one of the books that I read. This was in a book called The Girlfriend's Guide to Pregnancy. And even then, it was just a couple sentences that basically warned against sun damage that could happen to your skin while you're pregnant. Because women who are pregnant are basically more susceptible to sun damage. So when you're pregnant, your hormones make it so that you're so much more susceptible to sun damage and UV damage. So melasma is also known as the mask of pregnancy. And this is something that can affect up to 70% of women. 70%. So it basically appears as brown patches on your skin. And it usually affects the forehead, cheeks, nose, and also the upper lip. Hence the reason why it's called mask. And it's not really something that affects other parts of the body, but it can actually affect the forearm, and it can also affect the neck area. But it's predominantly the face, which is unfortunate. So this is my daughter, but 5 years ago, I got pregnant with my son. And about 2/3 into my pregnancy, we decided to go on our baby moon. I wanted to go somewhere warm and tropical, so we decided to go to St. Lucia, which is an Eastern Caribbean island. It's got beautiful rainforests, mountains, and luxury resorts. We stayed at a resort on the northern end of the island, and it was a place called Cap Maison. And this place was so unique because it had a private beach adjacent to the resort that guests had access to, plus the pools and the grounds were just beautiful. So what did I do? I basically laid out in the sun the majority of the time that I was there. Did I wear sunscreen? No, unfortunately I did not. So I was about 6 months pregnant. I couldn't do very many activities. I got tired easily, so laying out in the sun was just my go-to activity. I can't tell you why. Maybe it was primarily due to laziness, but I just didn't really put on any sunscreen the whole time that I was there. I really regret this. Actually, going to this destination was so beautiful and so memorable, but I wish I had worn a hat and sunscreen when I was out in the sun, which was most of the time that I was there. Also, the effects of sun damage weren't immediate. It wasn't from one day to the next. It was actually something that was pretty gradual and noticeable over time. So I just want to warn you, if you are pregnant, or if you are considering getting pregnant, just stay out of the sun. Wear hats with wide brims to protect your face and wear your sunscreen. And also be sure to check the Environmental Working Group website for sunscreens that are safe so that you can be safe as well as your baby. I think most couples nowadays, pandemic aside, decide to go on a baby moon and, probably decide to go to a place that's tropical and warm. Couples probably just want to relax, but just remember, it's 70% of women that end up getting melasma. So I have since spent thousands of dollars on different facial treatments just to try to get rid of a lot of the sun damage that was apparent on my face right after my pregnancy. It never really completely went away, and actually before I was pregnant, I never wore foundation. I hardly ever wore any makeup. And after my pregnancy, I was constantly having to wear it on a daily basis before going to work because there was a lot of noticeable sun damage, and there still kind of is. It's mostly for me on my upper lip. There were certain spots, and I think getting a lot of the treatments that I've gotten since my pregnancy has really helped. But really what's been noticeable for me is, the area in my upper lip. That's where you see a lot of the sun damage. And it's just something that wasn't there before. And this is all just from a 1-week vacation. So take care of yourself, stay safe, wear hats, wear sunscreen, do whatever you need to do to protect yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye for now.